Hello and welcome to Drive Central. Here's where you're going to find out what's happening on Drive this week. Don't forget /drive.tv, @Drive on Twitter, and Facebook.com/DriveTV for more stuff. This week on Big Muscle, Mike Musto takes the Big Muscle Battle Wagon drag racing at Sonoma. What's the Big Muscle Battle Wagon? Watch this and find out what it is.
Who are we running against?
No hood.
No hood.
No hood McGee. Couldn't afford a hood.
Can't even afford.
Well, we have a hood.
We got a whole car. Our hood is the size of his car. That guy, we may not be that guy.
Are you excited?
I'm mildly excited.
I'm mildly excited too.
All right, ready? We're gonna pull in the staging.
I'm excited.
I'm excited.
Oh, here we go. Go stage.
You and me, Thaddeus.
All right, big burnout in the water box.
Big burnout?
Big burnout.
You think this guy's scared?
That's Big Muscle every Monday this season on Drive, and Driven's off this week, but this week on Drive Clean, it's everything you've ever wanted to know about putting on a clear bra.
What do you do about the nipples?
Max wants to know what you do about the nipples. Let's take a look.
It seems these days no exotic or high-end sports car is without some type of paint protection film on the nose, mirrors, and lower rocker panels. In fact, clear bras are offered as an option to almost every new car buyer by their dealership at the time of purchase. How is the film protection supposed to work? Does it work? And how is it installed and cared for? That's all coming up today on this episode of Drive Clean.
That's Wednesday on Drive Clean, and this week on Chris Harris on Cars, it's the Clio RS and Clio Cup car. For Americans who don't know anything about hot hatches, that's a Renault. Let's take a look. That is Chris Harris on Cars every Wednesday on Drive, and on Thursday this week on After Drive, we're talking about the newest battle among automakers, the war for lightness. Let's take a look at a clip. Horsepower is really just part of power to weight. Now, power to weight is the whole idea of building a good car.
The ultimate equation.
Ultimate equation.
Right, yeah.
You want that to be as favorable as possible. Here's the other side of that. That's After Drive every Thursday on Drive, and on Friday it's Shakedown for the best motorsports opinion, analysis, and attitude you'll find anywhere on the internet at any price. This week it's SRT Viper Prawn, that's porn spelled differently, from the American Le Mans series. Let's take a look. That's Shakedown with Leo the Wolf Parente every Friday. And that about wraps it up for Drive Central. Don't forget, go to /drive.tv, @Drive on Twitter, and Facebook.com/DriveTV for more stuff. See you guys next week.